All right, guys, in this video, I give you so much sauce, it's stupid. I don't think there's a video on the internet that gives you this much personal brand information from someone that's actually as qualified as me. There's very few people out there that can give you guys as in-depth, reliable information. I've built my following on TikTok to over 2 million, Instagram 200,000, Twitter 55,000. You get it. I have a lot of followers, but not only that, I've been able to monetize off my following to the point where my life is a movie. I have a Ferrari, I have a BMW, I'm wearing a $50,000 watch, I'm in my team's apartment that I pay for, I have a luxury apartment down the road across the street from the beach. Anyway, I'm not trying to flex whatsoever. I'm just trying to tell you that what you're about to learn is some serious sauce, and I highly recommend you bring out a notebook, you have some popcorn, you have some coffee, whatever it is, turn on some lo-fi music in the background, whatever you want to do to fucking dial in, because this is some serious sauce that I highly encourage you take the time to listen to if you're ever trying to build a presence online. This is the video that you'll need. Enjoy. What's good, ladies and gentlemen? This is something that a lot of you guys have been waiting for. This is something that could very well change the trajectory of your life. This is stuff that I don't think anyone really can teach. There's very few people that have predominant personal brands out there that you would actually want to listen to. So a lot of you guys probably know I've grown my following to over like 2.5 million followers over the past 5 years. But not only have I grown it to that, I've sustained a income from it. And a lot of people can grow the followers, but they can't make the money. So in this course that a lot of you guys are getting for basically free, which is pretty fucking bananas, I'm going to teach you how to grow a following and sustain the following and make money off of the following long term, while making a difference in people's lives, so you're not just making money being a slime ball. So before we get started with anything, we need to discover what your intention is. If it's just to make money and fuck off, whatever it may be, everyone's going to have a totally different intention. My intention when I very first started was I liked video games growing up. I liked Clash of Clans, I liked Call of Duty because I loved seeing myself rank up in those things. And as I grew up, I realized that these games have no real meaning whatsoever, and I wanted some real life video game that I could put time, energy, and effort into and actually see real life rewards. So that's why I started social media, because I was like, okay, well, after I dropped out of college, I was like, what's like a real life thing that I could actually get rewarded from that isn't just video games, you know? So at that time, it was social media. So I was like, all right, well, if I post a video every single day, if I post 5 videos every single day, what's going to happen? Just like Clash of Clans. If you show up to Clash of Clans every day and you fuck with your base every day, you're going to get good at the game. Well, if you show up at one measurable thing in your life every day, like posting content, your life is going to get better as well. So I started, and my intention was to help people that were going through what I had gone through. At the start of my TikTok, I was 19 years old, so I was literally a kid. I had just gone through a pretty gnarly breakup. I was addicted to weed, so I was really not in a good headspace whatsoever. And I've gotten through it, and I wanted to help people who are going through the same thing deal with their emotions. So that's basically where I started out. I started out as wanting to help people. My videos were going viral every time because I was the first person to actually talk on TikTok. Every other video on TikTok at the time was just dancing and shit. So I was like the first person to use it for something other than that. So every video would go viral. So once that started to happen, I started actually needed to plan. You know, I was like, okay, well, where do I go from here? So it started out with a genuine intention. If you don't have genuine intentions, while it can work for you, it may just be a little harder to work for you because people can feel the energy. So before we get started with anything, before I go into the depth about anything, you need to have this figured out, why you want to do it. I know Ethan's intention is he wants to help people build a relationship with God. That's great. That is a great intention behind starting social media. And then once you have people that really align with your message, they trust you. That is so important, is gaining people's trust. And that is not something that you take lightly. All of you who are watching this, trust me. And I don't take that lightly whatsoever. And once you have people's trust, that's far more valuable than any monetary figure. Because now that you have their trust, you could launch several different businesses that they would be happy to invest in, happy to partake in, but you really only have one shot. And if you really don't give someone a good experience their first time working with you, whether that be buying merch, buying a course, whatever it is, they're likely not going to do it again. So the fact that all of you guys are here watching this after I've dropped 10 different communities really means something to me, and it makes me happy. So you have to have a good intention. We shouldn't be making people famous that don't deserve to be famous, but let me be clear. You don't need to be famous. In fact, you shouldn't want to be famous. You don't want to deal with all these people recognizing you out in public and having public relationships that everyone knows all of your business. You don't want to deal with that. You want to provide value to the world and help 10,000 people. If you can help 10,000 people, your life will change. And that should be your intention. You should be like, I genuinely want to connect with 10,000 people, build a community of like-minded individuals, solve this problem, help people get healthier, help people build a relationship with God, and then the money will follow once you have a good intention. So I want you to take a couple minutes after this video and sit down and journal, okay, what do I actually want to do this for? I want to build a personal brand, but do I just want to build a personal brand so I can flex on everyone from high school and buy a Lamborghini? If that's your intention, think twice about it. There's definitely a deeper reasoning behind that, right? Like maybe you didn't fit in high school, maybe you want to prove them wrong, which there's no problem with doing that, but you need a bigger why. You need a bigger reason. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, when you're not motivated, when you don't feel like doing anything, it's going to come down to that why. Why do you want to do it? What is the bigger picture? And if the bigger picture is just a materialistic fucking car or to flex on some people that you don't even talk to anymore, it's not enough to get you out of bed. You need a bigger reason as to why you are doing this. So take a couple minutes, journal your intention, and I'll see you in the next module. Let's go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so after your intention comes production. The game has changed tremendously. The game has gone from quality to quantity to quality to quantity a million times over. And right now, because of the competition that's out there in the market right now, like you're competing with millions and millions of people. When I started, there really wasn't much competition. So ultimately, what it comes down to is who's going to produce the most content, right? And it's not necessarily about making content that's designed to go viral. It's about making content that has a good message. That is the most important part. And also, we'll get into the psychology of said message. Because this is all designed, you know. None of this shit happens by luck. So it's all about who's producing the most content. How much content are you producing on a daily basis? Me and Ethan, I'm uploading a YouTube video every single day. I'm posting 3, 4, 5 TikToks a day. I'm posting 3 Instagram Reels every day. I'm tweeting every day. I'm on every platform several times a day because you have to look at content sort of like passive income. I made a video about this 6 years ago. Keep that in mind, almost 6 years. 5 years ago, one of my first YouTube videos of me talking was how TikTok is passive income. 5 years ago, I predicted the fucking future. Anyway, you have to look at it like a snowball, really. Like, let's say your snowball, this is your piece of content right here. It really should be going the other way though. Actually, let me change that. Because once you post your content, it's forever going to be circulated on the algorithm. So let's say this is your piece of content and this is your slope, right? And then the time is the bottom line. So you got time and you got views. Once you post that content, say here's the day you posted it, day 1, here's day 100. Whether that video gets 100 views a day, 1,000 views a day, it's always going to be getting impressions every single day. Whether it be 1 view, 1,000 views, 1,000,000 views. Videos can go viral overnight sometimes, 3 weeks after you post it. So your objective needs to be, how can I create as much content as absolute possible that's going to resonate with as many people as possible on a personal level? That's how you make it. Right now, I have thousands of videos in circulation every day. I still get people watching and liking my TikToks from like 2019. Every single day, people are interacting with videos that I made years ago. And that is what I would call not necessarily passive income, but passive, I guess, engagement. You had to work for 5 minutes and now you have views for the rest of your life because it's always circulating on the back end. So you produce a lot of content. You should be hitting every single platform. And your message is the most important part, but your message is going to tie into the psychology of what your message wants to promote. So when I first started, I understood basic psychology. I thought I was a genius because I read a couple books on psychology. You really need to deliberately, I don't want to use the word attack, but attack people's emotional insecurities, vulnerabilities. So when I was blowing up, I knew that a lot of people needed relationship advice. I knew that a lot of people had a soft spot for their relationships. So what did I do is I changed the tone of my voice to talk super sympathetically, and I would put a super sad song on. I would have dim lights behind me with the LED lights, and everything was set perfectly. The stage was set. And I would hack their psychology by making them feel something. It's all about what they feel. That's everything. That is what is going to determine how much people engage with you. What do you make them feel? Do you make them feel motivated? Do you make them feel inspired? Do you make them feel happy? Do you make them feel understood? What are you making this person feel? That will ultimately determine their engagement with you. So you need to understand, we need to work backwards. Take a picture of this if you want, because I'm about to erase all of it. You need to work backwards from here, because you need to understand, you need to understand your avatar, essentially, because you need to understand what is going to make them feel. What does your message need to be? What is their psychology like to get them to feel so that they give you your engagement and you make them feel something? So now we work backwards. So let's go feeling. No, let's go avatar. Let's do our avatar. And for example, I'll use what I first started with way back in 2019. My avatar was likely 14 to 20 years old, right? Had relationship problems. Relationships was a big problem that they had. They also were ambitious. They wanted to live a life that was outside the 9 to 5. So what does the person in this demographic right here need the most? Because they're struggling with their relationship, they just went through a breakup, they're young, they don't know quite a bit about the future, what they want to do with themselves. They're ambitious, but they know they don't want to work a 9 to 5. What do they need to hear? So now that we know exactly what they need to hear, we work backwards once again. So we know our avatar. You should do the same thing after this. Get a piece of paper and write down what is my ideal person's psychology. What do they need to hear? So given all of those things, they don't want to work a 9 to 5. They're ambitious. They just went through a breakup. What do they need to hear? Here's what they need to hear. They need to feel understood. They need motivation. They need to understand that they don't need that person to live their life. They need to understand that they can't let relationship problems that happen in high school jurisdict their future. They need clarity that I can provide them because they don't know what they want to do. They don't want to work a 9 to 5, so what do? Well, I got you. I'll help you out. What was the other one? They need understood, motivation, they need clarity, and they're ambitious. They need a place to channel their energy. And I can do that by telling them, just do this, delete Snapchat, go knock door to door, do TikTok shop, I'm giving them solutions to their problems. And it all stems from working backwards and understanding your avatar. So let's use Ethan's, for example. Ethan's right behind me. He has a very Christian community. Ethan, you have 20-something thousand followers. What do you think your followers need to hear?
Well, my main goal is to... Can they hear me?
No, probably not.
Okay, so my main goal is to help people grow a relationship with God.
Grow a relationship with God. Grow with God.
Reach like their full potential.
Reach their potential.
And like make money online.
And make money. This is great. This is a great example of an avatar and what they need to hear. Because just by having this simple understanding, whenever you're lacking that inspiration, you're lacking that motivation, you don't know what to post, you go back to what does your avatar need to hear? What does your ideal customer, your ideal viewer, what do they need to hear? So hopefully this gives you guys a little bit of an understanding about your messaging, your production, and delivering it to the viewer. So I'll see you guys in the next module. All right, in this module, we're going to be talking about going viral versus connecting with the viewer. I think it's important to be able to decipher when you're filming a video, what's your intention behind it? Do you want this video to be seen by 1,000 people and get really, really good engagement? Or do you want it to see 1 million people, but have it just be another viral video that does make a difference, but you got to understand the algorithm at this point. For you to go viral and really convert off of it, like get a lot of followers, you need to put a lot of editing and production into it. Very few videos on the algorithm now are just talking head videos like they used to be. So this is why I think just going for the connection is more important than going for the viral, because you can go viral, but it takes a lot more effort. First, I can make 10 videos that connect with 10,000 people in half the time that it takes me to make a viral video now. Back in the day, I could post anything and it would go viral, but now we're really competing with a lot of people. If you look on the algorithm, people are making legitimate movies. So you can go viral and you can get a video with 1 million views, but it just depends on how much production you want to put into it. I mean, look at Iman Gadzhi is a great example of high production. Like all of his content's catered to go viral. But when you think of Iman Gadzhi, you don't think of someone that you're connected to. You think of someone that's kind of like put on a pedestal. And he does really well in business, but it's like you need to decide what is your intention. Like, do you want to be someone that they look up to like a god? Or do you want to be someone that they view as a human and a friend that they can trust? I choose this every time. That's why my YouTube vlogs have no editing at all, because I just want to be a friend to you guys. I want to be a human. I want you guys to trust me. I don't want to be just another viral figure that everyone looks up to as like a celebrity and a god. You know, I just want to be people's friends. But ultimately it comes down to what you want. So let's dissect what's different between a viral video and a video that connects with people. A viral video is fast, whereas a connecting video is usually slower. Emotional music. Viral videos are catered towards people with short attention spans. So you got to understand, if you're going viral, who are you connecting with? If you're trying to connect with people, you want to understand also who are you going to connect with. When you go viral, like I just said, you're catering to people with the attention span of a goldfish likely. That's why you don't really get as many quality viewers when you go viral, because for something to go viral, it has to be all about like a Mr. Beast video, for a perfect example. Mr. Beast videos are designed for people with goldfish attention spans. Explosions, fast cuts, yada. And people aren't connected to Mr. Beast whatsoever, because all they do is fill a void. All Mr. Beast does is fill a void in people's minds. They want entertainment. They want to sit back on the couch. They don't want to think. So yeah, it's great when you can do it at the scale of Mr. Beast and you can make a lot of money, but people don't look up to Mr. Beast. You want to be someone that people can look up to, but not as like a god, Mr. Beast, Iman Gadzhi. You want to be someone that they can look up to and be like, I want to be like that person because they're a good person. I would buy something from that person because I trust that person. So that's a huge thing you need to differentiate between making videos that connect and go viral, is the quality of the viewer. The reason why I've lasted so long in my personal branding career is because the quality of my viewer is so good. You guys are the fucking goats. I'm intentional about what I post. Therefore, I get people who want to buy my stuff, who like my stuff, who align with my messaging, more importantly. Versus when you go viral, you're probably going to get a bunch of people who disagree with everything you say and just spew up hate in your comments. Well, controversy, we'll talk about in another video, is really, really good for going viral. But here is what I've learned over the past couple of years. Controversy is currency, controversy is clout. But do you want clout? No. Because your goal shouldn't be to be completely polarizing, because you immediately, especially now in the political state of the world, if you make a political point, you just lost 50% of people. You got 50% of people who love you that much more, but you just lost another 50%. What could that other 50% help you do? This has happened to me. I've posted a lot of my political views, and I had to stop because I've been getting censored on every single platform. People literally hate me now. Some people hate me. More people love me even more, but I wish I could go back in time and just stay out of it. Stay out of the super polarizing, controversial takes versus like, mostly like when it targets someone's belief system. If you're calling somebody out for like vaping or doing some shit that they can control, not their psyop, brainwashed brains about their political views, you're not going to be able to change their minds on that. But when it comes to like their daily habits and motivating them just to become better, that's fine. There's a fine line that you don't want to cross when it comes to being controversial, and it's not political. Don't get political. Stay out of it unless your whole brand identity is talking about politics, and that's what you want to do with your life, and it's a depressing career. I wouldn't want to do that. So stay out of politics, because while politics can go very viral, it doesn't really mean anything, because half the people that see it are going to hate you. Half the people, and you want to deal with as little hate as possible, unless you're someone who's like, I don't care, bring on the hate. You want to cause as little friction as possible with the masses. You want to be on the good side of everybody. Outdoor Boys, perfect example. Outdoor Boys is a perfect example when I think of connection. I sit there and I watch Outdoor Boys, and I feel like I literally know this guy. Because there's no quick editing, there's no fancy shit, there's no captions on the screen. It's just him, his sons, out in nature with a GoPro. That's all it is. And that's why people love it. Connection is the way. Connection. You don't want to just be another fucking Mr. Beast. It's all the same. People are tired of it. In the next couple years, months, whatever, everyone's straying away from the AI content, mega viral content, and they're going to miss the humanness of content. So be intentional about like, do I want to go viral? Do I want to be a Mr. Beast? Or do I just want to be my fucking self? Do I want to be myself and connect with people who will actually like me, who will agree with me, so I can build communities of like-minded people that want to help each other grow? That's how you last as a personal brand, unless you're fucking Mr. Beast. You don't want to be another Mr. Beast, because I know this one guy on Instagram or on TikTok, his name's Chadio. I don't know if you know Chadio. He's got like 7 million followers on TikTok. He blew up during COVID for making like just like little TikToks. You know, it's like they're just TikToks. There's no talking, no personality, no vulnerability, just like viral only gimmicky shit. He gets less views than me now with 7 million followers. I'm shadow banned as shit, so it's not really saying much. He's probably shadow banned too. But the only reason why I've sustained it is because I have connection. I've connected with people. So keep this in mind when going to make your next couple posts. Am I trying to go viral? Because if you're trying to go viral, you're likely trying too hard. Because you just need to be yourself. You need to be authentic. You don't need to try to be yourself. You just are yourself. And that is what people will like. So love you guys. See you in the next module. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Lifestyle. So, fuck me. Yesterday, started recording the course, personal branding course. It's now a new day. I know you're probably watching this on YouTube. Probably haven't gone anywhere, but it's a new day for me. So, new energy today. So, today we're going to be talking, or right now, anyway, we're going to be talking about lifestyle and how to utilize your lifestyle to make you more money. I want you all to scroll back on my TikTok. It's going to take you some time, but I want you to go onto my TikTok, and I want you to scroll all the way. I want you to study my TikTok. I want you to go back and look at how I utilize my lifestyle even before I had money. You know, a lot of people don't live interesting lives, and that's why it's important for you to make your life interesting. Being an influencer, wanting to have a following, people want to be able to envy your lifestyle. You know, they don't want to envy your lifestyle, but they want to look up to your lifestyle in hopes that one day they can live a similar one. They want to look up to you, not to like a God level, but they want to be like, they live a cool life, I would like to live something similar. So before I was famous, before I had money, I still lived a decently cool lifestyle because I would go cliff jumping all the time with my friends. I would make cool little montages and utilize those, just going out in nature, going to the river, taking cool videos, and just like living my life, you know, not sitting inside scrolling on my phone. So all you need to do is just record everything you do and make it look better than it is. That's essentially what social media is. Like, you just go down to like your neighborhood river, your neighborhood creek, you prop up your phone and just like sit there on the fucking rocks and talk or put some text on the screen. But ultimately my goal with TikTok Money and my goal with Media Labs is to get you guys to make money with the internet. So my goal is to have you guys in either Media Labs or TikTok Money, and I want to make you more money, and then I want you to be able to use this money to record your lifestyle. That was pretty good. That's pretty good. I want you guys to be able to record your lifestyle so that you amass a following of people who are like, oh my God, how did they make all this money with TikTok Shop? How did they do it? Oh my God, this person's living a cool life. So so you go through Media Labs, TikTok Money. I want to teach you how to make money so that, hey, guys, I make 10K a month as a content creator. This is what I do. I make 10K in a month. This is what a day in a life looks like. I want you guys to be able to make money, whether you do it through TikTok Money or Media Labs or not. You need to be documenting. That should be way bigger because it's super important. The reason why so many people fuck with me still to this day is because I've documented my whole life. I've had people that have followed me for 5 years. 5 years. So they've seen me go from my mom's basement to the life that I live now. I've documented the whole thing. So even though there's going to be people who have never seen me before in their life, they're going to say daddy's money, mommy's money, rich parents, trust fund, all this shit. But I don't give a flying fuck because I have all the receipts. I've documented everything. Before, my life was fucking awesome. My life has always been awesome because of my mindset and my perspective. I'm always grateful for something. But you need to document the little things in your life. Say, hey, today's a day in the life of someone trying to make a living online. Let's do it together. Connect with people on the same wave and give them a glimmer of hope. Give them a glimmer of hope. Some of you guys have been following me for so long. Some of you guys have literally changed your lives just through watching my content. There's this kid, I don't know if he's gonna watch this, but he lives in Miami now. His name is Jake Sawyer. A couple months ago, he made a TikTok that went absolutely viral, and the hook of his video is, a couple months ago, or a couple years ago, I saw an Alex Sedlak TikTok and my life has never been the same. Now he lives in Miami, he drives a Corvette, he lives in a penthouse, and he makes a bunch of fucking money. And he literally made a video saying an Alex Sedlak TikTok changed my life. I get goosebumps thinking about that. I'm gonna have to get him in a piece of content because that is so fucking awesome. And he didn't pay me anything to do that, you know? I'm putting so much value out there for free that people want to pay you. That's how it goes. Like, your free content is always gonna be, let me get you to understand this here, and then I'm gonna take it somewhere else. Guys, this is a really in-depth course for free. I hope you appreciate it. Anyway, suck this in here. My goal is to get you guys to make money online. And then once you have that money, I want you to be able to document how you did it from A to Z, from start to your first dollar. I want you to document everything from your first dollar to your first million. Because people are gonna watch, they're gonna have questions. They're gonna say, how the fuck did he do it? How can I do it? I want you to document the whole thing, okay? Now, I want to get into funnels, okay? This is a totally different fucking topic. This is totally, totally different, but really important because they all tie together. Funnels are Insanely important. If you don't know how to use a funnel, you're kind of cooked in terms of online business anyway. This is the pyramid funnel, whatever you want to call it. So what's at the top of the funnel? Free content. So this is going to be your TikTok content, your IG, whatever, free content. That's the first time they see you, YouTube, whatever. That's the top of your funnel. What's a layer beneath that? What's a layer beneath your TikTok? Where are you sending them, right? How are you giving them value to make them engage with you? Maybe you take them from YouTube, Instagram, and you send them to, or your TikTok and your Instagram, and you send them to YouTube. Now they're watching longer videos. They're more engaged. They're choosing to watch you rather than the algorithm putting them on your screen. So that's a layer deeper. So where do we send those people that engage with TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube? An email list. How do I get them to sign up to my email list? Free value. So this far into the funnel here, the first three things are all free. All of them are free. So everyone thinks like, oh, it's just all about money, but you only make the money when you make a lot of free things that people enjoy. So you make an email list, and how do you get people to sign up for your email list with the free value is say like, hey guys, I've made $20,000 this month with TikTok Shop. DM me this word, comment this word, and I'm gonna send you a DM where you can get a free PDF. So free, quote unquote, but you pay with email. You see, now you're in their fucking system. You are in their phone. You are living in their phone. So once you have their email, now you can send direct notifications to their phone. I also want to add another layer to this that this is very new, that no one talks about because it's so new, is an Instagram broadcast channel. No one talks about this. It's very new. Instagram broadcast channels are another way to actually interact, send messages to your community. So you can do that with emails, but if you grow a broadcast channel and an email list, you can probe their phone in multiple ways. So the other day I did a $100 giveaway inside my community. And I said, hey, join my broadcast channel on Instagram. I'm going to be giving $100 to someone that reacts to this. So that I want to add broadcast channel to email list because it's another way to hit their phone. So now you've got TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, email list. So now that you've marinated so much with free value. And hopefully they've enjoyed it. They've enjoyed all the free value. Now you need to create offer one. Guys, this is seriously sauce. This is fucking sauce. So for me, offer one would be TikTok money. So for me, offer one is a low ticket or even free. So now I can promote this offer, $20, $30, $40 a month, low barrier to entry. And a lot of people can join because it's low barrier to entry. So I could post a video and I could say, join my free Discord. Join my free Discord. Join my free Discord. It's free. That immediately gets so many people in the door. That honestly, let's do offer one is just free. Another free thing to get them further in your funnel. So free offer. Okay? So now I have a free section within my paid community that they can join, right? Okay, so now we have an offer two. A layer deeper. So now we have a $40 a month sub. Okay, so now they go through the free offer and you make it so that they can see the success that everybody else is having if they're having success yet. But you say, join my free community. And then you interact with them in your offer one. You interact with the free members and show them, answer their questions, say, yeah, this is what goes on in the offer two. You're gonna wanna see it. So now that they see all the wins that your current members are having, if you don't have any wins, do it for free until you get wins. That's exactly what we did with TikTok money. I had 2 million followers and I still sold offer one. It wasn't free at the time, it was $7 because, you know why? I have a cult-like following that trusts me because I've done this for so long. I've given so much free value. I was like, you know what, $7, I don't even need to do it free. because $7 basically is free. People trust me. I'm going to get these people that pay me $7 results. And once I have the results, then I can increase the price to whatever I want because people will pay because they've seen results. So free offer or a low ticket, depending on how prominent your following is. After that, you want to funnel the low ticket or the free into your low ticket. And then once you have that low ticket, where do you funnel them? Once you have the free, once you have the $40 sub, you want to take them to offer 3. You want to have three upsells. So offer 3 for me would be either our platinum coaching that we have within TikTok Money, where it's like one-on-one coaching that with Ethan and I. So it's more like group coaching in groups of 10. So like that went for, I think, $2,500. $2,500 that went for. But honestly, it's changed a little bit since then. So we gave them results for $40. We gave them results for free. Now they trust you so much, they're like, oh my God, if I pay $2,500, imagine what I'm gonna get. And then you knock their socks off. You give them a money back guarantee. You say, hey, $2,500, but we'll refund you whatever you don't make. That's how confident you need to be. Because when you're confident in your offer, they're gonna be confident. They're gonna trust you when they have that money back guarantee. I think we only ever had to refund like 3 people. It was kind of insane. So then it's just simple. You keep driving them once they get to the top of the pyramid, and then you have a final offer, like a grand offer, like whatever you want to fucking call it. Something that is at the end of the funnel where they need to end up. For us right now, that is my Media Labs, and it's cheaper than Platinum because we haven't really done Platinum in quite some time right here. So just that's not there right now. So it's like I want to take I'm giving you guys literally exactly how my whole fucking funnel works. And I'm still leaving things out, but because there's so much that goes into this that it's just so much for me to cover. So I send them to the free, get them to pay the 40, and then I gamify it. I can't talk too much about the gamification, but basically, once they're considered a good creator, it's like high school to college. That's how you should look at it. You got to look at how like the system, like the indoctrination system of schooling is essentially an insane funnel, right? Like you start them with their grandparents, you start with kindergarten, and then you funnel them all the way down to college, and then at the end of college, the bottom of the fucking school system funnel is fucking $100,000. They're like, okay, let's funnel them, and at the end of it, we'll get $100,000 of student loan debt. It's fucking nuts. So ours is Media Labs. It's $1,000 right now. I think we're increasing it to $1,200. And we funnel them, we get results, and now we can charge whatever we want because we've gotten results. So once you have your personal brand down, you understand the ins and outs of it, this is how you're going to make a lot of money with it. This is absolute fucking sauce. I think the only person I've ever seen talk about this stuff is Alex Hormozy. Like I literally just gave you guys exactly how my business operates. So utilize everything I've said so far. I don't know how long we've got, but if you're enjoying this free shit, imagine what I have you pay for. Imagine how good is everything that I have you pay for is. So this is actually bananas. Ethan just fucking fell. You good? All right. I'll see you guys in the next module, next clip, whatever it may be. All right. I think this is probably going to be the final module. So hopefully you guys enjoyed so far. In this one, we're going to be talking about building trust and how important that is. Listen, it took me 2 years to sell anything to my audience. So when I first met my mentor, I was making probably $2,000 or $3,000 a month. I was selling merch, all right? Merch doesn't really count. I was selling like some corny ass merch. It was actually called Choose Kindness. Makes me cringe now. Had a good message, but it just makes me cringe. And I hadn't sold anything high ticket to my audience ever before. And at this time, every single video I posted was going viral. So I was sitting on a gold mine and I didn't really know how to take advantage of it while providing value. Because I didn't obviously just want to fucking scam people. You're never going to last if that's what you do. So I got a mentor and he told me, you're sitting on a gold mine, dude. And I was like, dude, what are you talking about? He's like, dude, you have 2 million followers. What are you doing? So it's been 2 years now that I was making content and I hadn't sold anything other than merch. I did big merch drops and that was it. And my merch was shitty. So if you were someone who bought my merch, you're a real one. So he really had to crack open my limiting beliefs, and I started working with him, and I was probably charging $40 for a mentorship, $40. And basically all it was like, you got my phone number. So there was no structure whatsoever. I should make a module on structuring offers as well. Maybe I will. But I had to break the limiting belief of money, because I was making like the most at $300 in a day at most. And he was like, let's make you $1,000 in a day. I was like, what do you fucking mean, bro? He's like, you need to charge $1,000 per person. I was like, what are you saying? I was like, literally, what are you saying? He was like, yeah. And I was like, no. He's like, all right, well, let's just try it with 100. Try $100 per person, and let's get 10 people to sign up in your first day. Sure as hell, that happened. I was hopping on sales calls, so I was the person actually taking the sales call and getting these people to sign up. And I was like, yeah, it's $100. And people were like, oh my God, what? That's cheap. And I was like, what do you mean that's cheap? So I increased my price to $1,000, and before I knew it, I was having like 5-6K days. This was in October of 2019. I ended up moving to Miami by January of 2021. So it was that happened in the end of 2020, not 2019. And I moved to Miami January 3rd, 2021. So my life went from 2K, 3K a month to 30K a month living in Miami before I knew it. And the only reason why that happened is because I didn't sell anything for a very long time. I waited and waited and waited until the perfect moment came. I didn't just want to be a sellout and just be money hungry. I made decent money with my merch that kept me out of working a shitty job. And the reason why I moved to Miami is because I knew if I documented the experience, it would give people hope. It would give people more trust in me that I'm willing to take a bet on myself, you know? So I documented my whole experience. And now you have things like such powerful things like Twitter that I didn't even use at the time. I didn't use Twitter. Everyone's on Twitter now. Instagram wasn't as powerful as it is now. It's like you have so much more leverage than I have right now. There's more competition, yeah, but like you're so much more capable now in my eyes. If you just be persistent, you post every day, and you don't try to do it for the intention of getting rich, like we talked about at the beginning, you go into it with the intention of building some sort of connection, family almost, the money's gonna follow. The money is gonna follow you everywhere. Like no matter what I do it from a place of love, good intentions. Like with Media Labs, prime example. Me and Ethan are always talking about how are we gonna make the creators a bunch of money? Because if we don't make creators a bunch of money, it'll crumble from the inside out. So that's our intention, is to make people money. And your intention may be something totally different, but if you have good intentions, the money will always follow. So don't rush into selling something. That's the premise of this little module, is don't rush. Make sure what you're selling aligns with your messaging. A lot of people will sell something that totally does not align with their messaging, and it'll fuck the trust. Completely fuck. That's like someone who's like making Christian content promoting sports betting. It just doesn't make sense. And I've seen people doing that, and it just doesn't make any sense. So you have to be super intentional. You have to be patient. You can't just force yourself into selling something because they're the first people who offered you some money. Can you imagine the amount of brand deals I've turned down in the past 5 years? Just imagine it. You have never seen me promote anything other than my own stuff for a reason. I've been asked to promote sports betting, gambling websites, OnlyFans girls. I've been asked to literally promote crypto coins that go to shit. I've said no to so many things. And the only way I know to share this message with you is because I've had to learn the hard way. You know, I wasn't perfect. There was a time where a crypto company paid me like $15,000 to promote their coin. I said, are you kidding me? Fuck yeah. And then they rugged the coin. So, and then I faced backlash on that, obviously. So you learn from my mistakes when it comes to making money online. Like, don't sell anything unless you know it's good, you trust yourself, you trust the team, and build that trust. And that also takes me to structuring a good business. It kind of goes hand in hand. Structuring a good business, you need to have everything in stone before you go into it. Like, you need to make sure the systems are good. You need to make sure that the product and the service is actually good and reliable, right? You don't want to be another one of these people that get exposed for scamming people on a product that doesn't work. There's a lot of gurus who have been exposed for scamming, and it's never been me, because I don't scam. There's endless proof to show that I don't. And as long as I have that, I don't care what anyone says. People will talk their shit. But when you go in to start that business, you have built a trust. Take it slow. Take it slow. Do not rush into anything. Do not risk your brand integrity, your brand image for some money, for some dollars. So I think that about does it. I don't know how long everything's going to be together, but I think this will give you all a really good start on building a personal brand. I love you all tremendously. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I believe in a lot of you. I believe in every single one of you, but it all comes down to, like, do you actually want it? You know, I could give you even more game. I could give you all the sauce in the world, but if you don't want it and you're not going to do anything with it, it doesn't mean anything. You know, it's like you can teach a man to fish, or you can give a man to fish. Like, what is it? You know, it's like if I teach you to fish, you can eat forever. But it really comes down to, like, are you actually going to use what I'm giving you? Are you going to use it, or are you just going to listen to it and it's going to be another one of those videos where you're like, oh, I'm going to excuses upon excuses. It's like, do you really want it bad enough or not? If you made it to the end of this video, stay on the lookout for a Media Labs launch on October 6th. That's going to be huge. You can sign up for the free call down below and join TikTok Money if you want to learn how to do TikTok Shop Affiliate. Media Labs pays you to make content for brands if you already know how to do TikTok Shop Affiliate. So if you don't know how to do TikTok Shop Affiliate and start making that money online so you can start documenting it, join the waitlist down below, or if it's open at the time you're watching this, join whenever. And if you're watching this before October 6, 2024, sign up for the webinar. If you know how to make TikTok Shop content, we want to pay you to make it. So this was really fun. I hope you guys all get value out of this. Love you so much. Peace.